We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Sometimes you can just see a player who is clearly playing what they call the zone, right? Mike, last week when we went back and watched him, I mean, whether he was throwing touchdowns or scoring with his legs, the defense just simply didn't have an answer for him. He was arguably the best player on the field, regardless of position. If he's able to continue to do that here, it's going to be a tough group to beat. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. Now, faking the give. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Has a touchdown. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
The PAT up and good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. To the air now on 1st and 10.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
A gain there of 11. And that will be a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd down and 9.
Let's go now.
A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He comes into this final weekend as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to finish the season strong. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Smart. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. Second and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read, the running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on 4th down.
The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us, and we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We are through 1. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Second down and 8. Slot receiver headed right. Back to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. They'll motion the tight end right. They'll come out throwing here to start. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now, faking the give. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Pass interference. Defense.
First and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, San Antonio.
The motion man is Johnson. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
A run on first and goal. Marked down at the 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard on the play.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. What can they do here on third down and 7? He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. From the 25, they'll go to work, first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. This time they stay on the ground. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson a chance to run on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that one as that game's gone to halftime. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. So now this team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Up the sideline to the 40. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Now they'll set up to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
13 yards on the catch there. That's enough for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Back to the air one more time. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. Back to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone for the score. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
I'll give on the ground. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now he'll run it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. The motion man is Johnson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will score for the touchdown. That his first touchdown this year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Makes the score. Visitors 21. Our home team 11.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This team's offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a toss play, running left. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. To the air now on 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And his guys are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Second and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Johnson across the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll send him over to the left. Throwing now on first and 10. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. He'll look to throw. This one on target for Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the San Antonio first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Has a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. He's done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any...
To the goal line and in. Touchdown. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Our home team, 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They motion the slot man left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He's going to run it. A gain there of 23 yards. And that will be a first down. They'll send their tight end left. Now a run on first down. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. They'll go with a counter on first down, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The tight end going in motion to the left. On 2nd down, they run the counter. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
It is 3rd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. We're all set to kick this one away. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And Whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the visitors will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. So it's a win for our visitors. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.